letter or not, the Cleveland Browns were looking to move on from Baker Mayfield, Skip. And I felt Baker felt that he needed to write this letter because it had become public knowledge that they were openly courting Deshaun Watson. So he felt backed into a corner. He's like, look, Cleveland, I appreciate everything that you've done with me. My heart will always be in Cleveland. Basically, he was trying to win the PR battle, saying, I don't want this. I want to be here. If this thing get turned around, I want to be your quarterback to help lead the turnaround. But the Cleveland Browns had already made up their mind. They were going in a different direction, and if they didn't get Deshaun Watson, they were going to keep surveying the landscape to try to find a quarterback. I'm not so sure that Matt Ryan might not have been in place, Skip. They were looking for a quarterback. This wasn't about overplaying your hand. This was about underperforming on the football field. Had Baker Mayfield performed on the football field, hey, I'm going to put it to you like this. What is the difference between what Kyler Murray did, scrubbing his page, that his agent releasing that letter, and what Baker Mayfield did? The only difference is Kyler Murray played well. If Baker Mayfield throws for 40 touchdowns, are they looking to get Deshaun Watson? Absolutely not. They believe that Baker Mayfield cannot get them to their ultimate destination. And so let's try to find someone that can get us to our ultimate destination, which is consistently being to the playoffs and make a deep playoff run and eventually get us to the Super Bowl. We believe we found the guy in Deshaun Watson. And we understand that the 22 allegations that's been alleged against him, but we're willing to take all the blowback, all the criticism from the media, and it's going to continuously come, and all the blowback that's going to come from a fan. And I get it, Skip, I get it. But the Cleveland Browns says we're willing to withstand that because we believe Deshaun Watson is a much better quarterback than Baker Mayfield, and we believe we'll be a much better football team with him as our quarterback as opposed to Baker Mayfield. So I would disagree with Joe Thomas on this one. I know he's a Browns legend, but this was not about overplaying his hand because you can't overplay a royal flush. If you got it, you got it. Had he had the royal flush, which means had he played like a Joe Burrow, a Justin Herbert, a Patrick Mahomes, one of these young guns, we're not having this discussion. But because he didn't, he invited the Browns to start searching for another quarterback, and ultimately they landed the quarterback in which they sought.
Interesting. So I'll be the first to say that I disagree with Joe Thomas for extremely different reasons than you do, because I'm going to quote the ultimate Cleveland Browns source that you often quote, Mary Kay Cabot.
Yes.
Who wrote, and I quote, that the Browns were completely content to go forward with Baker Mayfield if, in fact, they couldn't land Deshaun Watson. That seemed like a long shot at best, because we both thought it was absurd that they were even trying to go after Deshaun Watson.
Remember, it was reported. The Browns, their representative had informed the Browns they're no longer in the running. It's between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons.
All right.
But Mary Kay stated, I need them to be content to move forward with Baker before Deshaun Watson is even the topic. Why weren't they content to move with him before?
Okay, but the better question is, why wouldn't a whole lot of teams want Deshaun Watson? Because I'll be the first to tell you, do I think Deshaun's better than Dak Prescott? You better believe I do. Do I think right now Deshaun could perform at a higher level, certainly in the postseason, than Aaron Rodgers could in Green Bay? I do. No, that's how much I believe in Deshaun.
Yes, Skip, but people don't look, Skip. Aaron Rodgers is a four-time league MVP. Okay. Contrary to him coming up,
I'm just telling you what I see. I don't care about what you've done or not done. I just know what Aaron Rodgers has not done the last two postseasons at home with the number one seed.
But you just told me last week that Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson was on the same playing field as far as playoff wins. One had one and the other had one.
I just made the statement they each have one playoff victory, right? And by the way, you just compared Baker to Kyler. Kyler's got how many playoff wins?
None.
But what's happened to Kyler the last 2 years? None. Nothing.
But that's my point. Even though he has no playoff wins, he scrubbed his page. His agent, and remember, his agent wrote this letter. They still are trying to negotiate a contract with him.
Okay. Who would you have, if you're Arizona, would you rather have Deshaun or Kyler right now? It's not even close. I'm taking Deshaun. But not even close. Seriously, and I love Kyler way more than you do.
But this is not a Kyler Deshaun.
Okay, I just made it. I'm just showing you how valuable, in my eyes, Deshaun is. If you have a shot, you take your shot. Most teams wouldn't take a shot because 22 civil suits are still pending, and the accusations, we're about to talk about them, are so graphic that a lot of teams said, we just can't touch that.
Hold on. You said a lot of teams, but this is what we know. We knew Carolina, we knew the Eagles, we knew the Falcons, we knew the Saints, and we knew the Cleveland Browns. That's 5 teams.
Okay, I don't know about the Eagles. I didn't hear that. Okay. Are we sure about them?
Yeah, we're sure.
Okay, well, I don't know them.
We're sure.
And I'm pretty sure that the Saints got cold feet in the end and just bowed out.
No. The Saints got skipped. You and I both know if the contract was going to stay status quo, if the Cleveland Browns says we'll give you another year at $84 million, fully guaranteed, you and I both know it was between the Saints and the Falcons. The Saints nor the Falcons were willing to go.
After Gail Benson met with Deshaun eye to eye to interview him, the feeling I got is that the whole franchise started to waver on Deshaun.
So in other words, if he says, I'm willing to come to the Saints were going to say, no, Deshaun, we don't want you. Is that what you feel comfortable saying? No.
Yeah, I am. I'm pretty comfortable saying that. I am. But Atlanta, I will give you. I think Arthur Blank just sort of swallowed his pride and principle and said, I got to do this. It's just time. He's from our neighborhood here. We got to do this. And he recruited various Atlanta celebrities. He might have recruited you for all I know,
he called me.
to try to convince Deshaun to go Atlanta. But when push came to shove, and we're about to get into all the press conference of what Deshaun said about the money was no issue, okay? Well, the money was an issue because he'd already told the Browns no.
You're right.
And all of a sudden, the Browns say, well, wait a second. If you're wavering on Atlanta now because of no real deep financial commitment, no guarantees, can we make another offer? How about this one? We'll knock your socks off. And they did. Well, again, according to Mary Kay Cabot, ultimate source in Cleveland, not only were they completely content to go forward with Baker, but they believed, according to her, they could win with Baker Mayfield, obviously after he gets his surgery, which he just got after the season.
Well, if that was the case, why not say, Baker, here's the contract extension that they gave Deshaun Watson. If they were so hell-bent and content to go forward with Baker, why wouldn't they give him the extension that they gave Deshaun?
Give Baker?
Baker, yeah.
Well, $230 million?
Yeah, why not?
It's just like lunacy. No one's ever done it in the history of the league.
Hold on. If he's what you said he is, it's never lunacy if he's what you said he is.
He's exactly what I said he was. He was the best quarterback in that draft except for Lamar, which nobody saw coming, inclling you.
No, he's not better than Josh Allen. You know that, and I know that.
Than Josh Allen. Okay, but the quarterbacks who went bang, bang behind him.
Right.
You were all about Sam Darnold, right? A lot of people were all about Josh Rosen. I said no. I said no to both of them. So I said first pick in the draft, and I'll stick by that because I think he played up to that because he wasn't just good as a rookie, he was sensational as a rookie. He won 7 games for a team that went 0-16 the year before. That is lights out.
Right.
And then we had the Odell problem, and he struggled, and Odell struggled. They had no chemistry. They had no wavelength. It just didn't work. Yet, once Odell went down in the second year of them together, Baker took off.
Right.
You know, you get sick and tired. You want to sweep it under your carpet, that's fine. But he went 8-3. He went and won Cleveland's first playoff game in 26 years. He did that.
Right.
At Pittsburgh against your arch rival with the QBR of 91. That is spectacular. That's beyond anything that Kyler Murray has achieved in this league.
Can I ask you a question? Do you believe that Cleveland Browns know that he had this 11-game stretch, or are they looking at the 62-game body of work that Baker Mayfield is? Because all you keep talking about, you talk about nothing else but 11 games. But he started 62. What about the other 51?
Well, I just told you the whole rookie year, he had 40 big-time throws, said Pro Football Focus. That ranked 3rd in the league as a rookie quarterback. That is sensational. Again, completely content to go forward because they thought it was pie in the sky. They took their shot at Deshaun, but in taking their shot, they weren't sure how Baker was going to react, and he reacted exactly the way he should have. He said, that's enough. I'm out of here.
Right.
You are now going to have to trade me one way or the other. And this is before you knew that they were going to sign Deshaun. As soon as they flew down to recruit him, he posts and says, I'm done.
He knew about, hold on, it's been reported that they told him they was in the Deshaun Derby.
Okay.
So it was like he wasn't blindsided. He wrote that because he had already known they were looking for someone else.
Yeah, but then he got publicly humiliated because it got widely reported that they flew the private jet down with their traveling party.
He publicly humiliated them with his play.
He did.
He a public humiliator.
with winning their first playoff game in 26 years?
No.
Wait. Is that like disqualified now?
Hold on, Skip. No. You got to update your resume. That was late. You told me we don't talk about the past.
Okay.
We're talking about right now.
Yeah. Well, when you try to update your resume in the second game of the next year, you fracture your shoulder and you tear your labrum in the same shoulder, and you try to play with it all year long. There's no way you're going to update that resume.
Well, that's just, and there you go. That just goes to show you why you trying to tackle somebody with your throwing shoulder.
Well, it's the other shoulder.
Hey, push him out of bounds. But see, that's it. That's your mindset. Oh, Baker's tough.
He is.
He's tough as nails.
He just showed you that. And the Browns appreciated that. Haslam talked about it at the press conference on Friday because he sucked it up and he gutted it out.
We appreciate it so much, we're moving in a different direction. That's how much they appreciate it.
No, they're moving in the direction because a top 3 quarterback came available. And I told you, I can't condemn him for that. I'm a little shaky on Deshaun off the field, but whatever. They plunged, and I'm not going to condemn them.
Name the team that has a top 15 quarterback that would have made the move for Deshaun. If I got a top 15 quarterback, let's go.
Dak Prescott.
Dallas Cowboys are never doing it. Even Kirk Cousins, they're not doing it. You know why? Because they believe we got the quarterback. Your team basically said...
Do you really think Jerry Jones thinks that Dak Prescott is better than Deshaun Watson? There's no way he does.
Hold on. When has Jerry Jones had a moral compass about doing the right thing and signing people that didn't have a checkered past?
Okay, well, he just gave $75 million in 1 year to Dakota Rain Prescott, and that was that. End of story.
Hold on.
He made his bed, now he lies in it.
Hold on. We see teams, the Atlanta Falcons just eating $40 million in dead money. We saw the Rams eat dead money with Jared Goff. We saw the Philadelphia Eagles eat $30 million with Carson Wentz. So
how about eating $200 million?
Hold on.
You just couldn't.
No, Skip.
You couldn't physically do it.
Skip,
You just couldn't survive it.
No. That contract is not fully guaranteed to Dak Prescott. The money would be the dead money would probably be somewhere between $30 and $40 million, which we have seen teams, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams over the last year eat that kind of money.
It would be crippling.
Oh, no, not crippling.
Well, you know it would
What's
be.
crippling is that your guy did not perform, and the Cleveland Browns says we want to move it in another direction. That's as simple as that, Skip. You can dress it up however you want to.
I'm not dressing up anything. You're trying to undress it. And you cannot explain to me how Baker Mayfield took them on an 8-3 run to the playoffs by throwing 20 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions and having Pro Football Focus rank him over the back half of the year, the last 11 games, the 4th best performing quarterback in the league.
Even though they ranked him 4th best, where did they rank him overall throughout the totality of the season?
I just care about that.
Okay,
what was the problem? The Odell problem.
That's Odell. Yep. Okay, what about those 51 other games? Because I'm sure the Cleveland Browns have all the information that you have. They had it on Baker. And they said, we are better off without him. And even if we don't land Deshaun Watson.
They're not saying we're better off without him, because Mary Kay is reporting that they were completely content to go forward with him because they thought they could win with him. So if you have a shot at a top 3 quarterback and you're willing to bend your principles, then go for it.
But you told me, hold on, Baker was supposed to be this franchise-altering quarterback. You told me you can win big time with him. So why do you need Deshaun?
They won a playoff game with
Okay, that should be enough.
Yeah.
That should be enough. Deshaun won one playoff game. Baker won one playoff game. You say he's a franchise-altering quarterback. Deshaun Watson should not even be on their mind.
I didn't say he's franchise-altering. I just said he's franchise quarterback.
No. He's a quarterback of a franchise.
Sure.
There's a difference.
Absolutely. Okay. So if I have a chance, I'm going to say it one more time. If you say, you got a shot at Deshaun, because a lot of teams aren't going to take the shot. If you're willing to take a shot that nobody was willing to take, I say go for it.
If nobody was willing to take it, well, hold on. Why was Arthur Blank on a plane meeting Deshaun? Why was
he was not willing to even get in the ballpark of this kind of money.
You do
not even in the ballpark.
You do realize Deshaun Watson is entering the first year of a contract that he signed in Houston. They didn't have to do anything.
230 guaranteed? Trust me, people around the league are laughing at this.
Skip, what I'm telling you, Deshaun Watson was about to enter the first year of $146 million.
Okay.
They gave him another year at $84 million. So nobody really had to do anything. He was going to have to go somewhere.
Okay, but if the Browns blew the Falcons out of the water with money, Deshaun just went for the money, even though he said
Skip.
at his press conference, I didn't go for the money.
No, Skip, what I'm trying to tell you is that even though you keep talking about these allegations, that which we take very serious, and we should, 3 teams, 4 teams, 5 teams was willing to say, look, I understand these allegations, even though they're not civilly, because 2, remember, on Friday there was another grand jury that was convened and found no evidence to move forward criminally. I think we need that. We got to mention that.
Fair.
So there were 5 teams willing to look at the 22 allegations and say, you know what? They're allegations. We're still willing to move forward.
I dispute 5. I dispute. I think it came down to Falcons or Browns.
Hold on.
It came down to money.
No, Skip. So you telling me Carolina? We know Carolina was in the running for it.
Okay, why did he opt out of Carolina right away? He told Cleveland first no to you, and then I assume he told Carolina no?
Right.
Okay, why would he say no to Carolina?
Because he didn't want to go to Carolina.
Okay. Do you think he would have chosen Carolina over Cleveland, all things being equal? Yes. He went to Clemson. He's from Atlanta.
Yeah, but Skip, what I'm trying to say, I'm not talking about his ultimate decision. I'm talking about the teams that you're trying to make it seem like the Cleveland Browns were the only one that wanted Deshaun. And I'm trying to tell you there were 5 other teams that would have gladly taken his services.
They were the only team that was willing to bet the ranch on him and guarantee his money over, what's the length of the contract?
5 years.
For 5 years. So just say, for the next 5 years, till death do us part, we got him.
Skip. Everybody was willing to bet the franchise on him because you're going to have to give up those 3 first-rounders and supplemental picks. So everybody, the Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans Saints, and the Cleveland Browns.
So why did he choose the Cleveland Browns out of the blue in a shock to the NFL world? Why did he choose the Browns? You know and I know.
We're going to discuss that a little later. But let's not pretend like the talent offensively isn't there. Let's not pretend that offensive line isn't top-notch. Now, because remember, the New Orleans Saints, they lost Armstead. He went to Miami, one of the premier left tackles in football. So when you look at the weapons that they have in Cleveland, it's not a bad situation. But you know, you tack on another 5th year for $84 million, and you make it by $80 million, the highest guaranteed contract in NFL history. With weapons? Oh, yeah, I'm taking it.
Weapons?
Yes.
What wide receiver weapons?
Whoa! Oh, so now he ain't had no. So now T. Higgins is not a weapon. Now Peoples-Jones, who you was just raving about.
No, I said Baker won with them.
Okay,
that's what I kept saying.
So
he won with them.
So if he won with them, Deshaun Watson can't.
What do you think I think of Amari Cooper? Not much.
Hold on. You was raving about Amari when you
Dallas
got him.
just gave him away.
We got Amari Cooper.
For a while, he backed me up for about half a year.
But hold on, wait a minute. So now it's no longer about Odell. Now you're poo-pooing Peoples-Jones. Now Higgins is no good.
They're just guys.
Now they're just guys.
I like Njoku. That's the only one I'd say. I'll give you weapon for Njoku.
Now they just guys.
They cut Odell. They cut Jarvis because they couldn't find a trade partner.
And guess what? And if they don't have a find a trade partner for Baker, what they gonna do with him? They're gonna keep him on the roster?
All I know is somebody's gonna get the steal of the century in Baker Mayfield.
Skip,
that's all I know.
Skip,
I'm here. I'm not backing off. You will eat all of your words.
Skip,
it's okay.
It's only a good deal if the product that's a good deal, you need it. That's the only way it's a good deal. Skip, if I live in Florida, what good is a fur coat that costs $4,000 if I live in Miami?
Well,
because I can't use it.
Yeah, you've already dismissed Baker Mayfield as a bust, a flat-out bust. So why would anybody trade anything for a bust?
Exactly, and you're seeing that.
Excellent points, gentlemen.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.